the Canon C70. Five top things where people consider as an issue, as a problem with the C70. Hakuna Matata, my friend. Before we start, I'm giving away this Marvel headphone when I reach 1,000 subscribers. Three simple things to do. First, subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed yet. Second, like this video. And third, just in the comment box below, write your name, say I entered. That's all. I've been using the Canon C70 for a while now, and I know one or two things about the camera, right? I came to understand it very well. And there's five things that I hear people talking about quite a lot, in social media, online, and those kind of things, as that those five things make this camera not a useful camera, or it's no camera that you need to think about it if you're looking at a cinema camera. So the first thing that people complaining about the mini XLR, saying such as that, I don't know, it looks like it's very difficult to find a mini XLR cable. Absolutely not. I think you can buy two mini XLR on Amazon for, less than £20, maybe even less than £15. But I'm gonna let you know how much I bought that. So it's two. And so far I have not see in terms of quality difference between having a full XLR or mini XLR. And also that it's only the side that's going into the camera that's mini. The other one is the normal one. So this one will go into any of your camera, the XLR camera or XLR microphone. Right. So it's not a big problem. And also, if you still have, for example, this Rode NTG video with that 1/4 inch, you still have microphone input here, 1/4 inch input here, that you can put it in. So you have so much audio input into the C70. Mini XLR or no mini XLR is no issue at all. It shouldn't be an issue for you if you're looking into getting the Canon C70. So that's number one. Number two, people complaining about the fact that the Canon C70 does not record RAW. Yes, it does not record RAW. Either that internal or either that external. But with this price, right, if you want RAW, and if you want to stick with Canon because you like maybe the color science, you like Canon, or you have Canon glasses and all those things, if you want RAW, so then you have to go a little bit up to get the C300 Mark III or the C500, and it go. And we are talking about you have to top up like £6,000 and up, to go to that level to get the RAW recording internally. And also that the same, almost the same sensor that is on the C300 Mark III that is also here. Right? Although you don't get the RAW, but the recording format that you have here is you have on top, you have 16 plus of dynamic range. You have so much latitude, to work with that. RAW, no RAW, I don't see much of the difference. If you're a documentary filmmaker, if you film weddings and all those kind of things, you film for hours and hours and hours and hours, to the workflow that RAW bring, you need to have a very powerful computer in the first place. And also is that you have so much data that your computer will be struggling with the RAW. So for me, RAW, no RAW, it is not a problem. Number three, people say that the Canon C70 is no full frame, that the FX6 is full frame. Yes, it's not full frame, it's Super 35. Right? But most of cinema camera, especially those great cinema camera and affordable, they're Super 35. And if you have full frame, if you need a full frame, I think is the Canon. If I'm correct, yeah, is the Canon C500 or Canon C700 or something like that that has a full frame. I will let you know. I'm gonna Google it quickly. I will let you know which one is that. Yeah, and it costs fortune, right? So that's if you want full frame, you pay a little bit more. If not, you buy Sony FX6, and then again, you lose quite a lot of things. But if you like the Canon color science and everything, so you stick with that. And also, I think the one thing that I need to add quickly, yeah, this Canon C70 with the speed booster. Someone said I shouldn't call it speed booster, but everybody, this one is speed booster or focal reducer. So with this focal reducer 071, you almost turn the C70 to a full frame. And also on top of that, with that focal reducer, you can adapt almost any EF lenses to it. So you're not just turning this one as a full frame camera, but as well is versatile RF or EF camera at the same time. Yeah, no brainer, right? Absolutely. And one thing that I want to add in terms of the fact that people say there's no recording raw, one thing that Canon is good with their camera, yeah, Canon camera age very well. And Canon improved the camera with firmware update. And I have a hint that in the near future, this C70 Canon gonna update the firmware, upgrade the firmware, so that you're able to record RAW, albeit it will be in excellent, for example, in the Ninja 5 or something like that. But yeah, I have a feeling. So number 4, people talk about the fact that the Canon C70 hasn't got SDI output. Yes, hasn't got SDI output. But most people, right, that can afford those type of camera, most of them, we don't use SDI output anyway. We have the full HDI, full HDMI. I say HDI, full HDMI. And with that full HDMI, you almost, got everything. And if you have HDMI output, the full one, you have your Ninja, you got almost everything. So for me, the fact that you don't have the SDI output, I don't think that is a deal breaker. And if you need a time code, so you got a time code as well. So here you got the time code, so it's not a big deal. So number 5, people saying that the Canon C70 hasn't got in-body image stabilization. Yes, it hasn't got in-body image stabilization like the EOS R5. It has digital image stabilization, digital IS. And the camera is so compact, you got everything. You just have this microphone in top here, and that's it, right? You can balance it so easily on the Ronin SR2. You can balance it so easily on it compared to the Canon, compared to the Sony FX6, which you have to strap it completely just to have the body, and then you don't have audio. If you want a balanced really footage, either you just use the digital IS or you get yourself the DJI RS2 and you balance it and you're gone. In-body image stabilization, I don't think that is a deal breaker as well. If you want, so you just take the digital image stabilization in there and you're done. For next week's video, I'm going to be talking about why the Canon C70 is the most versatile and affordable cinema camera right now in the market. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 top thing that make this camera the most affordable and the most versatile camera. So if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe now, not to miss that video, right? So thank you very much, my friend. Always thank you for the support. If you find it that useful, like the video. If you want to subscribe not to miss many of my upcoming video. Thank you. Again, thank you. Stay protected, my friend. Stay safe. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much. From me to you is only love. God bless you. And I will see you in my next video. Ciao, Bana. Ciao.